There we go. Alright, got the boss doing their thing, that thing that chopped. Very nice, very nice. Oh, excuse me. I gotta love it. Okay. Uh, apparently I'm getting added on Twitter. Säg vad du added me för. Wat is er fucking wissan? So I can see if I can see what the at it mentioned is about. Okay, he was joking about that. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so go to Stream Manager first. Going to try and share the stream on Twitter. Post it. Posty McPosterton. Alright. Let me check the stream itself, see how it's looking and sounding and everything. Okay. Okay. It's like... Okay. So you ever have one of those moments where it's like, you know, you think it's going, you try and, take some, like, you try and clear something and everything, and it's all of a sudden like, and all of a sudden like, it's still lingering. Yeah, I kind of want to just, I kind of want to just, check everything, and I'll make sure everything's all good in the hood, as one would say. Ugh. Okay. Bot's done its thing there. Did the bot do its thing here, though? Well, as soon as I go here. Okay. And Mr. Dealer's saying he's gonna take a day off streaming today. And I don't blame him, especially with how his voice is, kind of acting up here and there. Alright. Everything seems good. You know, all the bots done their thing and everything like that, so. I'm gonna go ahead and do my intro. So, as always, everyone, hey yo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to yet another installment of Let's Plays Live. And for those that are wondering, what Let's Plays Live is, essentially, in a nutshell, it's a thing that I do where I stream random things at random times. Sometimes I stream pretty early, other times I stream kind of late, and usually it's on times where I'm not really known to be streaming, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah, I'm back on Elden Ring, and I'm kind of going back into the DLC again with technically my third playthrough, because my first playthrough that I done was with Pei, aka Horrormancer Pei. Second one was with the dude who was the first character that I made. Well, he was the second character that I made in total, but he was the first character that I took throughout the whole game. And beat the game and all that. But now we're on my third little run technically of DLC. And oh hey Faye, thank you so much for your lurk. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well today and everything. But yes, please enjoy your lurk, and yeah, have a good day. It's always good to see you, my friend. But yeah, so like I said, today I'm gonna be trying to play some more Elden Ring, doing more DLC as Infallible, which if you guys want to kind of get a bit of a look at her, even though I'm pretty out in the open. Brum, 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 brum. Whee! So technically this is this is Infallible. Basically in a nutshell though, she is a character that was made by Pei, aka Horrormancer. The best way I can kind of describe it, although Pei wants to chime in on this, she can, but essentially, Infallible is kind of it's kind of like an OC in a sense, like a Splatoon type of OC that was kind of brought together with a little bit of like a little fan made story type of thing that she was doing at the time with another good friend, which is the Inverted Shadow. Infallible here was like it's known to be like it's known to be the acolyte of another OC character, if you will, and all that. This time going to Shadow, called Unbreakable. Infallible was pretty much was known to be like the acolyte for Unbreakable, who technically in a nutshell was like made as far as using like dark magic, I guess, to make like the quote unquote perfect acolyte for the Apex himself, aka Unbreakable. And yeah, like at one point in time, we didn't know exactly who we didn't really exactly know who Infallible was in a sense. I think like she kind of made her little debut when when Unbreakable was playing, I think it's like, I want to say League of Legends or something like that, because I'm trying to like remember. But like slowly but surely over time, we got to know a little bit more about her and everything like that, and then I was luck and you know we got to learn a little more about her, and we also got to learn about the true side, if you will, because the true side of an infallible is actually a being named Sersha. Um, Very interesting name, I will say. But yeah, she's kind of like the other half of, if you will, but it's the kind of like situation where Infallible and Saoirse were like, you know, two different beings, but but like having one body. You know, it's like, and sometimes like, you know, fighting for control sometimes. Um, and there was this little thing that was going on, was like a little, like I said, it's a fan-made story, nothing like, you know, canonically, you know, or anything like that, you know, from like Shadows End, Pays End, you know, whatever. But there's a bit of a thing to where it's like, I think there was a video called, I think, like Untying the Knot, where Infallible and Saoirse managed to become their own beings, because, like I said, for the longest time they were always one and the same, but you know, they're sort of like one body, but you know, like they had like different minds. I want to say like it was like a two-faced type of thing, but it's stuff like, you know, like half looking one side, half looking the other. It was all like in the mind, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Um, but yeah, so yeah, basically like just kind of like my own little like spin on things. I got the blessings from Pei herself, to make not only Pei herself in this game, but also with the likes of Saoirse and Infallible. And with Saoirse and Infallible, they kind of have like the same, they kind of focus on like the same thing, coming from like the same, story, but they have like their own little different outcomes, if you will. So the story kind of goes a little something like this. And again, it's been a while since I've talked about this, so this stream's probably gonna have like a little bit of a just chatting type of moment, um, but yeah, like I said, Infallible and Saoirse, they managed to become their own beings instead of having to like fight for control of of one body or whatever. Um, and I believe that Shadow, Inverted Shadow, was talking about like how was talking about like how in the past he had Unbreakable, like confined in like a chamber or some place, to kind of keep him, from trying to destroy the realm of shadows and everything like that. Well, Infallible here did not take that lightly. She was like, "So you're the one who kept the apex away from me this whole entire time," and she got really pissed off. Let's just say. And there's kind of like a bit of a misunderstanding, if you will, and she kind of like refused to listen, and then Infallible pretty much just went God knows where. Well, in this little alternate universe, slash reality, if you will, Infallible came into the lands between, but also there's a little bit of a there's a little bit of a change within her, like not just on the inside, but on the outside as well. Um, she was kind of human-like, but at the start of things, she looked like she might have been like an undead creature or something, like a zombie, if you will. Like her skin was like kind of like like a like it was pretty much like the color of what you would see like a zombie at first, right? All like dark and gray and stuff like that. Cause it was kind of an idea that that a friend of mine was kind of rolling with it, like, oh, why don't you have her be like this? And I'm like, okay, I'll talk it over and see what happens. Um, and then she got captured because she had no magic at all, with her new form. So she got captured, but she managed to somehow quickly escape, and she set off on her own little adventure, trying to get back, hopefully into the realm of shadows, and hopefully try to maybe get revenge on the very shadow himself, for what he had done to Unbreakable, back then. Even though like it was like long ago, like amends has been done, and things like that. So yeah. And like slowly but surely, Infallible started like, learning different like, incantations, magics, started, trying out different weapons, trying to pretty much just make herself like the ultimate killer, I guess you can say, right? um, now, now, originally, like, that was the idea I was going to be planning. She was going to have, like, like this one particular look. And then, at one point in time, during, like, one of, Unbreakable's live streams, because sometimes Unbreakable will take over Virtual's channel, um, Infallible herself had sent a little bit of a message, if you will, a little bit of a broadcast interruption. And she had kind of donned, like, a new look. She had kind of like like the white hair thing, like the white hair thing going of like the of her thing. She had like two different colors of eyes and everything like that. And I was like, what if I was to do something like that was you know the Elden Ring with the Elden Ring version of Infallible. However, what I had done basically was instead of having her be like getting her power and stuff from Shiko instead of being like the right hand of Shiko and everything like that at the time, she was the first she went to go find the frenzied flame fingers or whatever it's called. Um and thus, she took in all that power and and I hate I don't I hope it's not offensive or anything like that, but yeah, she basically she let herself be burned and everything like that. She has like like the burn marks and the scars and all that stuff. Um, but she also but her eyes also kind of changed as well. She had kind of like changed to the like the ash like a golden flame ash or whatever. And like her skin became more human like human colored like. Her hair and her brows became white. She kind of donned a bit of a different. I think she kind of like technically donned like a new hairstyle, if you will, as well. And she's pretty much like she's pretty much like ended up being like the frenzied flame acolyte or something like that. Like although she kind of like think of herself as like the queen of the frenzied flame or something like that. So she was she was in the and she was in the lands between for quite a while, and then she hears word about a place called the Realm of Shadow. Now, not even giving it a second thought, she assumes that the Realm of Shadow is the Realm of Shadows, aka where Shadow's domain and everything. So she decides to find out how to get to the Realm of Shadow and hopefully, get back to and get back to that, to the particular realm, so that way she can be able to get her revenge on the very shadow, for what he has quote unquote done to her apex and everything, and possibly, like take over the realm of shadows herself and mold into what she and Unbreakable had thought about planning on doing. Um, before Unbreakable had like this change of heart, like, and seeing things like in a different light. So, but yeah, I kind of wanted to just talk about that a little bit because I know there's been some new people that have followed the channel and everything like that. So I kind of wanted to just to give you guys a little bit of a lore story, and all that stuff. Again, it's not official. It's like the Shadowverse thing on his end. It's kind of like the Rumbleverse thing on my end. Like You know, like Inverted Shadow and Pei have are doing their little story, even though it's been a hot minute since we've seen anything new. But but still, they have their thing, I have mine. But yeah, but yeah. So in terms of the weaponry, she has not one but two black knives. The Ash of War is called the Blade of Death. Um, and the Blade of Death pretty much is a thing to where you do this, you know. And if you hit an enemy with it, it slowly but surely drains the health a little bit. And the more you do it, the more you can be able to sap an enemy's health, and so on and so forth. Um, her attire and stuff, if you will, is the fingerprint helm, black knife armor, gauntlets of solitude, which I think I actually changed from. I think I changed this from something else at one point because it gave a little bit. I think it gave her like a little bit more. Um, I think it gave her like a little more protection for her. While also not making her be heavy. Not like a fat roll or heavy roll or whatever. And she also has the fire prelate greaves. Now with the black knife armor, she is pretty much known to be a silent like assassin. She can be able to like run. She can be able to run. Like whether it be like through grass or water, and you can't hear jack dilly shit from her. So you can kind of basically, just, be, you can pretty much you can pretty much be like stealthy, but still have like, the ability, to just like, like run your ass off. Her stats and everything, she is level 234. She has 69 vigor, 40 mind, 30 endurance, 18 strength, 50 dex, 7 intelligence, max phase, which is 99, and 10 arcane. Her talismans is the Shroud of Alexander, Myth of Prosthesis, Rotten Wings or Insignia, and Prosthesis Wear Heirloom. And her Ash summons, if you will, she has two of them. She has the Mimic Tiraz, which basically makes another version of her, and basically. And she also has the Dung Eater Puppet, which was known to be like one of the most deadly killers, I guess you could say, in the lands between. She actually managed to make the Dung Eater her puppet, and thus have him do her bidding. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want kind of to talk about. It has been a hot minute though since I last played this game. Well, it's been a hot minute since I last it's been a hot minute since I last played the DLC with with Infallible, but I think I have a slight idea as to what I need to do. But I hope that like I didn't bore anyone with the story and all that. I just kind of wanted to just I kind of wanted just to inform people, inform people of like the story, the lore, and everything like that. That I kind of went because honestly, with Elden Ring, it's the first time really that I've actually done something like this. Where it's like I have like some sort of story slash lore for a character that I made in the game. So, which it's been quite fun. A little fun thing to do. But yeah, I think so. But yeah, I think what I have to do for Infallible is I believe I need to take her to go see Mesmer because I know I know Mesmer is technically a like a main boss that you have to deal with because I think like you have to kill him and get his little flame thing so you can be able to go burn a tree later to be able to hopefully make more progress.
Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must still. The blood of your fellows, the Earth Tree faithful.
Okay.
We are all utterly captivated by kindly Nicola. It is what binds us together.
Asked about the horn
Wondering about
scent.
the horn scent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Mesmer to purge the Tower folk. A cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest. And in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame. Wondering about the... True enough, long ago, a cleansing. It's no wonder that aside, and in this regard, they were never saints. They just happened, but it's still a wretched...
That's about the silent
Oh, that man is known as Dane. He's been in the service of Nicola the Kind longer than I. He might be solemn of cheer, but is a fierce warrior nevertheless. There's no cause for concern. Dane's reluctance to speak to you is no fault of your own. We've been acquainted for quite some time, but even I am yet to hear his voice. Perhaps one day.
Okay, so... Okay, so horn scent's there. Freya's there. Or, not Freya. I don't know why I said... I don't know why the fuck I said Freya. That's Leda. Neil 9 Leda. Okay, so... So bop, 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 bop. Eita, go. But yeah, I know that, like, for the most part, though, you know, since this is the DLC, everything's gonna be hidden pretty hard. Excuse me, Mr. Fire Oil. Ow. I hate when I fucking get stuck. I'm surprised Torin actually lived through that, even though he got like 1 HP and a fucking green. You know what? Let's bring out Dung Eater, cause we got a wee bit of stuff to do. What's here? Shower room. Hey, another little funny thing is that because of how like the runs in the DLC are called Shadow Realm and everything like that, I always had like this random ass little idea of like of like this being like the quote unquote currency, for like various shadows, place and everything. Okay. I got a Mesmer Soldier Shield for the first time for Infallible. Gotta love it. Oh my god. apparently there's a piece of like um there's a thing like just randomly this in the air. There's just like fencing, like random fencing and stuff, just up in the air, and they're non-solid too. Gotta love it. You gotta love like those little random moments like that. It's like where you're just playing a game, and all of a sudden it's like you see something that's just it's sometimes like it's almost sounds like it's the little things that still provide like the best humor. Ember, mesmer. Alright, Val, let's somewhere a great rune has broken. And so too has a powerful charm. Yeah, it always seems to happen around this area. Yeah, I keep on forgetting. I have Infallible's pouch thing where it's like the lamp thing is in her little quick pouch. Shadow Keep. Okay. Link pool's not functional. Get rid of that marker. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so before I try and fight the boss, I'm gonna go use what runes I have on Thal, so that way, if I die, which I'm pretty sure I will, I'll have less runes to worry about. Let's check some though. Okay. Okay, so go over here. Got the Twin Maidens. Let's do that. Mm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, why not? Okay. Okay, so I believe this is going to be that hippopotamus, porcupine looking boss. Alright. See how things go with Infallible and her dual blades of death. I hope I make you proud, Val. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so activate a rune arc. I believe I have Melania's great rune on Thal. Is 7 win kaboom. Yeah, okay, so I got Millennials, Great Run. Okay. Really? That... Ow! That was bullshit. Oh my god, dude, I fucking, like, I literally dodged the fucking rhino thing, the fucking hippopotamus thing, and somehow still got caught, and all of a sudden it's like, I got to do fuck all. This game, I swear, does stupid shit sometimes. Okay, so that was a shitty start, unfortunately. I just wasted a rune arc because Val doesn't have a whole lot of runes on her. Or rune arcs, that is. Can you go through the thing, please? Nope. Ow. Ah, I fucking hate that move. Get over here, get over here. Game, give me my fucking thing. Nice. Point down, because that's kind of Foul's thing. She will not hesitate to point down. Say, get down their ass. Okay. Okay, so she got 5 Skidoo Tree Blessings. I need to try and see about finding out if there's a way to get like some like a good decent amount of revered spirit ashes, so I can possibly, quote unquote, make Dunga stronger. No, such a thing is utterly inconvincible. You have not been abandoned. Mesmer is the son of Queen America. Her grace would never abandon her own flesh and blood. Oh, what? I wouldn't share that now. Hold on. Two for the price of one. Festive Grease. Stone 3. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, Val's got a Mesmer Soldier Helm, as I randomly wonder. Yeah, I feel like for the most part, trying to find anything that would like somehow still have like the invisible like the partially invisible like cape the cape thing, that covers like the head and all that. I feel like it's a very rare thing to see, because like so far the only thing that comes close to it is the fingerprint helm. It's at least from what I can gather. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I'm dead. I'm a dumbass. I forgot about those two players. Unfortunately, that's another run arc down the drain. Oy. Fuck the balls. At least we got the boss though, and thankfully it didn't take too many attempts. Yeah, more than likely, if I somehow do get the Mesmer, I think I'm definitely going to be summoning for him, because he is a bitch of a boss. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. Join your friend. Alright, do your little stomp. Stone 3. Backstabble you. Ooh, that was close. Black Knight Gauntlets. Yeah, all you want. It's not going to help you. I see. Eh. All saw to of detta. So I hope everyone's having a good day today. Whether you're watching this, as it's live, or even if it's voted. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back, rest at the graves, get my stuff back. Especially, especially since you know, I got what I wanted in that one area, And I don't really need to go in there. Woo. Hmm. I'll go. I'll chill. I love the fact that it's like, you know, if you get lucky, you can be able to like, you know, take two out, put them out with like one move. Stumpy boy. Going to kill him to get some more runes. I know Foul will probably like more knife play as well. Kill you two because, you know, you made me lose my shit. These are mine. Like, these are mine and mine alone. But yeah, probably if I can be able to get to the next grace, or maybe like get like a certain shortcut or two open. I may go back to the round table hold and see if I can be able to get anything. You see what kind of stuff I can get with surprise. Ow. No. No. Oh, I fucking hate this knight. That's not a hit. Wet. Oh my god, you're not supposed to be hitting those. That's not a hit. Fuck off out of here. Yeah, stand there like a dumbass. Stand there like a dumbass. Get yourself killed. Makes my job a whole lot easier. Okay. A golden vial, which is consumable things you're able to use in here, in this. Like a sheesh. I will kind of say though that, in a sense, I will say that kind of like in a way, in a sense and all that, I'm kind of nervous about like how things are gonna go with Val's playthrough, because you know like she's because she she doesn't have like she's not really known for like having like the big heavy weapons and things like that, and all that, and I feel like I mean I know she has like good decent poise and everything like that, but I know all the times were like, oh, this, like so and so is better. Quick raise. There's my fire grease. I'm gonna go down here because this is a little shortcut to go back to. This pretty much like a little shortcut, to go back to the boss grace and everything like that. Okay. But yeah, I think like another little thing is that just like with infallible, like and like the main infallible and all that, I say like almost with it, I almost would say like in the sense that even though that even though that like she has a completely different look from her main form versus like what the but versus like what she looks like in this game, that she somehow still has like a way that she still somehow has a way to to like mess to like somehow like send like these these broadcast messages and everything like that to like to like inverted shadow and even even unbreakable as well, you know. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm a dumb. I was always like so used to fucking having like like ow for the most part for the most part I said like I was always kind of like used to having like 10 Crimson Flask and 4 Cerulean for most of my builds. But I kind of forgot that Infallible only has 9 because she has like because some of her because she has like like a thing for like a decent amount of because she has like a thing for like the Cerulean stuff so she goes to refill her and her FP. So she can go continue doing stuff like this. Freeloader. You're a freeloader. I wish I could be able to like somehow get the like the tone of like how Balbo would talk down packed. So I can kind of like get into that like a little like that zone, if you will. Okay. Lost Grace discovered. Alright. What the do? What the do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to Round Table. See what kind of see what kind of rewards I can be able to get for Infallible when cashing in the remembrance. Cashing in the remembrance. Alright, go up here. Okay, nothing of Equipment of Champions. Wait, what? Okay, okay. I'm a stupid. For some reason, I thought you could get, I don't know why, but like, I thought for some reason you could get an incantation, I think you could get like a remembrance thing, from defeating that hippo boss. But nope, you get an incantation, which apparently Foul can use, so I might, I might test it? Cause I think like another thing I'm probably gonna have to do eventually, like at least somewhere down the line, is I think I'm gonna try to like, get more memory slots for Infallible, so that we should be able to use more incantations and things like that. Because she knows her way around, magic. So let's see. So Black Fairy Protection. Thorns on back to scare the area. Alright, it's probably gonna look a bit weird, but I want to see what it looks. I want to see how it looks like. Oh my gosh! Huh? Okay. So apparently, like what you do is like you get that, and like you kind of like do like a little like a you like do like a few spins. Okay. I might try it out a little bit, but I don't know. We shall see. But I'd say like probably for the most part and everything, um, I'm probably not gonna have Foul do like every single little thing on stream, from like from like probably like doing all the side stuff and everything like that as well. She may try to do a few things here and there, but I almost would think like in like a cut and dry type of sense that Infallible will probably want to get back to the realm of shadows like ASAP like. So we should be able to carry out her plan. Oh, did that. It's not very nice, It's like, I don't appreciate getting flames, coming left and right at me like that. You don't get to live. You don't get to live. You don't get to live to tell the tale. You're trying to do cheap shots with my back turned. Ow. like that. You are so easy to crack. Took a foul foot. Ow! That thing just exploded. Well, sparks, that's for perfume, that's for perfume bottle stuff. You know, on the random safe side, I could probably, activate a run. Any damage I take, I could possibly get back. In your meat. Where the fuck is that shit coming from? Yes, make me a heavy roll. Honestly, didn't quite know you could backstab these things. Hire some grace. FG crackpot. Excuse me. Ugh. You lucky fuck. Somehow I was able to poise through that and kill, and somehow it's like, somehow I had to poise through that and it killed me. What the fuck? So great. I'm not gonna go all the way down there and get my fucking runs back. too slow. Hang on. Let me use Dungir's weapon a little bit. Let me see about upgrading Foul's weapon temporarily to have some a bit more heavier. Well, not more heavy. Not quite heavier, but more, like more bigger, more deadlier. Especially be able to do things like that. And even though I could still get some FP. With Sword of Milos, or Milos, whatever you want to call it, every time that you kill an enemy, you get a little bit of FP back. And if you were to have, and if you were to use like the Blasphemous Blade, you could be able to get HP back upon enemies that you kill. Oh. Batter up. Get out of here. Stay dead. Alright. Okay. So we got this area. So we got this grace. Now I'm gonna go back to the first floor. Go from there. Well, excuse me. Okay, so might play around with this weapon a little bit. Just cause. Oh! fireproof pickled liver. Val now has Shadow, Militiaman, what is it, Greaves or Gauntlets? I don't know why I keep saying like mistaking those two. Ember of Mesmer. But I don't know, like, I feel like in a way, like, and this is just my 2 cents, but I feel like in a way, like, you know, besides, because I know Fowl likes, you know, she likes, you know, knives and stuff like that, but I almost wonder if, like, you know, how she would be as, you know, like, in terms of swords, because, like, in my opinion, I feel like this, you know, right here, would definitely be a thing that she wouldn't mind trying. And plus, it's like and plus, like it makes it even more special because it's the same it's the very same weapon of the Dung Eater who she made into a puppet. Ah, what's this place ain't here? Damn it. That should not have killed me. That should not have killed me at all. Got lucky as all. Ew. Ow. Hey, look at that. Now I'll have some Fire Knight armor. A little keepsake, a little prized possession, if you will. Oh, you got lucky there. Beast Horn. I don't know why, but like I have like this random thought in my head that like the storehouse area. I feel like there's just my 2 cents. You know, I'm not gonna say this, you know, like the full truth and everything, but I have like this random hunch that this would be something like Pay would probably, you know, like would probably be around, especially knowing the fact, you know, it's like you get all these, you know, these things by like, you know, like all these like stone, you know, like these stone things have like a bunch of knowledge and stuff in them, you know, to so like it'd be you've been content with being all kinds of war for days on end. Months, years, in fact, even. Ow! Nope, nope. Hits me down here, how about that? And you, fuck off with those fireballs. I guess it's like, I guess also in a sense, but like, like Pei, Infallible has something that, she has in common with Pei, is that, if she sees a shiny thing, she must get it. That's a door that doesn't do anything. So if I remember correctly, it's like gonna have to make your way upward, onwards and upwards. And pick the remedy. I think you are not gonna kill me that easily, bitch. Now I gotta start using my tree hill. Hmm. No, not down her. God damn it. I think they just wasted this cerulean tear. Well, try to remember, like, I think it's like some sort of switch. Or hold on. Hold on. Yeah, take a mess clam on this boil, yeah. Yeet. Storehouse crops the message. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy corridor that leads onward to the Skidoo, bearing access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storehouse. Perhaps there is another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere in this keep. I have been in here, my arm Dextra, what the heck? Alright, Shadow Realm Blessing. Okay, Val's now at 6 Skidoo Tree Blessings. Sonic Pool is now functional. Stormhawk feathers. Not one, not two, but three! Ow. annoying little rodent. Six. Ow. I got blades too. Mine's better. I see you, homeboy. I win. I win the battle of the throwing spells and shit. But you know, I really hate that move.
Let me see. Fickle, fidgety little letters. I should wipe you.
Why didn't you give me the backstab?
No, Freya. Don't be firing you up. Take it slow.
Okay, you fuck off from healing him.
By my lord. How ever make sense of this jumble?
That's not a hit. That's not a hit either. Wait. You're not allowed to do that. Of course. Boop. Ow. That's not a hit. Oh my god. Fucking the only one of those is annoying enough. Hello, I don't know what to call you. I'm gonna call you M7, but welcome on in. Also, I don't know what WSG means, so yeah.
Oh, hello. I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance. I'm afraid I'm busy, truly. I should have... I'm truly.
Truly, really. Ah, okay. That should not have killed me. That's bullshit. I have to get revenge now. May I ask why? Are you are you seeking aid? Because if it's for PvP, I'm not going to do it. But if you need some co-op aid or something, you know, then I will do my best. Okay, well, tell me what you want before you know, before I decide to go to Church of Bell. Like, you know, what is it you are wanting? You know, if, like I said, if you need some, if it's, you know, a co-op thing, you know, then sure. You know, because one thing I would say is, like, you know, if it's PvP invasion, you know, stuff, then I'm not going to really do it. You know, like, I'm not going to do like a PvP type of thing. So, you know, I will wait for the response before before I go. Okay, so it's not for PvP, so what is it you seek? Are you wanting help against that, like, that horse guy that's in the Church of Hell, or better than PvP? I say that could vary. Okay, but if I see signs of, like, any kind of PvP, I'm leaving. But, you know, but if I want to help you, we need to do with some sort of password, so that way we can be able to find each other. So if you want to help, if you 1716, okay, okay, I'll humor you for a little bit, but the one thing I want you to do is I want you to make your crossplay region thing as no matchmaking. If you can do that, then, you know, we can go from there. Summon you at the church in the Church of L. Hmm. Okay, so well, I'm here. What if I do this? I'm sure. Oh. idea. Okay.
Hey,
So what is it that you want? What do you want to do? Oh, thank you. Some golden runes. Oh, lands between runes. Very nice. Oh my. I got a random thing of soap. Well, I was not expecting that, but I appreciate that. Ow. Okay, you can have that one for free. Since, you know. But I appreciate the drop though. I really do. Thank you so much. Alright, now that's okay now. Yes, I was not expecting that, but like I said, I appreciate the runes and everything and all that. So yeah. You know what's it gonna do? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see how much I need for get max seeds. Flask, chest plate. Guess I need 5. Okay, so I need 2 more golden seeds. Hmm. So if you don't mind me asking, M, is the Lady Maria build that you've made, is that your like your Bloodborne thing made in Elden Ring or something, or what's the story with that? Yeah, I guess now while I'm at it, like, yeah, well, maybe I could actually try and at least hopefully get like to Mesmer's area, and then I could possibly like worry about doing other stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't see me. I win. I'm sorry, little man. Were you trying to do something?
By my lord, would I ever make sense of this jumble?
Let's see. Let's. Lever there. But yeah, holy shit, though. I'd say Infallible's definitely, stock now. Okay. So if I can get to Mesmer's area, the thing I want to try, cause I think there's certain things you can be able to do, but I think you have to do it before killing Mesmer.
Would I ever make sense of this jumble?
Because apparently it's like, oh, if you kill him, then you can't be able to get the thing. What good is that going to do if he's dead already?
By my lord, would I ever make sense of this jumble?
Ow. Wing Serpent Helm and Ashel War Flame Spear. And of course, the fucking bots. See, apparently now the bots are getting are evolving to where it's like, oh, we can still found a way to like post post another social species link in chat before you get banned. Tree fragment. Okay, so we'll go back to the letter. Oh, letter.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Nicola's kind enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Nicola remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Nicola's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. Those of us who don't...
Hold on, before I do anything, okay. There's Spirit Ash, so got that close to got that two. Okay, so I think like there was so I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I think there was like something involving like having Neil Knight Lada and Hornset doing something. I think it's like like doing some sort of invasion or something like that, or kind of like pitting them against each other. And I was remembering it's like, oh yeah, I think it's like, oh, I have to do some stuff and things before you kill Mesmer. And I kind of want to see if I can do that as infallible. Let's yeah, let me go. Here. I have that. probably buried deep, deep within my history of videos. Yeah, so much stuff. You know what? YOLO.
Right. Those are the horn scent. On one hand, he trusts Mikula the Kind to bring salvation to his people. With the enchantment lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. But surely he'd be mindful of kindly Mikula's promise. On the other hand, the horn scent does present his own dangers. Perhaps your concerns are well-founded after all. Allow me some time to mull it over. Allow me some...
Okay. So I think it's. So I'm trying to think. It's like I think that there's gonna be like like a red sign and a gold sign. And I think it's on that little shortcut area. Let's see. Show them a list of men helm. Okay, so where's that? Hmm. Alright, let me. Okay, so I was right, but I think. Ew, what the fuck?
Allow me some...
Intriguing. Do you presume us ally? I must uphold Venmaric and sure. But first, the Impaler. In vengeance for the... How could I allow my revenge alone? Think not to hinder me, lest you... Think not to... Lest you...
Huh. Curiouser and curiouser. Swift slash and let us run. I have no fucking idea. I guess I'll let it play for now.
Mongrel intruder. That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of life? Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Mesmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flame, my flame.
Ow. Ow! Could you get here a little quicker, please? Oh no, this is where it's going to be interesting.
Our Lord, devoid of light.
By interesting, I mean it's probably going to be a bonus.
No, Mother. Forgive me.
He done broke his eye.
Soon tarnished.
wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light.
Oh my fucking god! Like, why are you going after me? I wasn't even the one that fucking was hitting you. Whatever. It was a good first attempt, I will say. You know. Fucking dung eater. And there's a horn set and all that, so. Thank you for that. Ow. He's fine. Ow. That's not it. Ow! Please get him off me. That's not a hit. God damn!
In the embrace of Messmer's fate.
Shut up, Mesmer. You're not even a good boss. All he does is spam. Like all you do is just spam. Sir Lucky. Guts.
of my beloved. Take vengeance for the flame. My blade I wield.
God damn it!
Shadow, death, in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Embrace, kiss my ass. It's like, yeah, like it's unfortunate. I have to kill Mesmer because I have to kill him, get his flame flickle, whatever, and get it from there.
Hey!
Ow. I'm dead. Fuck me!
Restricted the grace of gold, shadow, death, in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
I wish you could fucking skip the dialogue, whenever you die each time, because it's so fucking annoying hearing, the boss was say their shit. It's like it gets annoying, it's old, it's like no one cares. You're a shit boss. Really? Oh my god, dude. I hate, the game still has not fixed the whole, unable to summon cooperator. It's like, I'm never gonna need some aid, to fucking deal with this motherfucker. not gonna kill me, Mesmer. No! 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 You're not gonna kill me. You're not allowed to. It's like I will literally quit out to the main menu, load back in, and be outside the fucking boss door. Are you coming in? Or... Survey says... So I'm gonna say survey says no. You bitch. Oh my god, do not tell me you are AFK. Okay. I was like, if you're fucking AFK, boy, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, please get him. No.
For my beloved people, in vengeance for the flame, my blade I wield.
I asked me for. Oh my god. I'm finally back. I'm fucking dead.
In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Oh my god, can someone please kill this guy in like one hit or something? Sick and tired, like, Mesmer is such a shit boss. He honestly is. Like, he's nothing but a fucking spammer. You know, like, if he's not spamming the fucking fire, he's spamming the fucking, spear thing.
Mesmer's flame.
Shut up, Mesmer. You're a cheap-ass boss. You don't deserve to live. I really want to fucking kill Mesmer before I even think about ending this stream. Like, I don't want to, I really want him dead. Hello. Okay, I tried to hit back, go backwards, but it seems like no. Okay. No. No. You're not allowed to kill me. Get out of there, get out of there. Like, can someone just, like, somehow please fucking, like, one-shot Mesmer's ass? Like, I want this motherfucker dead. And I hate to say it, also, I need this motherfucker dead. Fuck me. Of course, can't sit down the thing. Because when you get the whole, oh, someone cooperate, it's like, you know, the only way to really, you know, rectify that is if you somehow, you know, just fast travels, you know, back to the graves. That's not a hit. Leave me alone, Mesmer. Leave me alone! I get hit for? Oh no. Fuck, now Hornset's dead too. God damn it!
Embrace thine oblivion, how shall I?
Shut up, Mesmer. Oh my god, how do I kill this motherfucker? I apologize if I may be, like, yelling and all that, but it's just, fuck this boss, fuck Mesmer and everything he stands for, fuck the people who decided to be able to make him a thing. Well, I only got one weapon that I know of that deals bleed. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, maybe use some alternative methods, or some weapons go.
Mesmer!
Are you kidding me?
In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
You motherfucker, you. I wish I knew who the fuck that person was, that Frogger. Figure out why the fuck, they just left like that. Like, bruh, why send your summon sign out? you know, and everything like that. And why, you know, why doesn't your summon sign out all of a sudden, like, we get summoned in, it's all like, oh, I'm gonna leave. No, I didn't want to sit. Oh, no, of course, unable to summon cooperator. Goody gumdrops. Hold on. I want to see who this person. I want to see who this person is. Hold on. I'm gonna probably blue screen you guys a little bit because I want to message this person. You know, like what the fuck. Like I just really hate when people do that. You know, like I'm sorry to say, like you know, but I just really hate people who do that kind of shit. You know, where it's like, you know, you sit, you know, they send their summoning signs out, you know, to the, you know, to the summoning pools and all that. And it's like, oh, hey, I'm here to, you know, to provide aid for you. You know, like I'm here to help, you know, help you go up against the boss, everything like that. And then all of a sudden, you know, they just like, they just turn tail and run. You know, fucking. Then it's like motherfuckers like, as soon as I went through the fog wall, dude just like, I thought it was like an invader at first, but also I saw the fucking name and it's like, oh, he decides, you know, he decides to be a little bitch, you know, and you know, pull that kind of shit. And it's like now it seems like I'm not even getting any summons here. Swear to God, if you fucking leave. As soon as you come in. Like, I just want, you know, like some actual people to help, you know, with this boss, because, you know, Mesmer is a pain in the ass. And I want him dead. Shut up, Mesmer. Shut up. No one cares. Like I want to kill him. I want him dead so badly. I want to kill him so badly. Really, I do. You know, cause fuck Mesmer. Mesmer's a piece of shit boss. You know, he does not deserve to live. But yeah, I can't do much of anything. Oh my god. I'm really curious to see how you gonna do your thing. Ow! Please get him off me. Nice, you got stance break. And you got him in phase 2. Oh! Don't get him. Oh my god.
A curse upon thee.
Cat 420 amnesia. Oh my god. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna make some, we got the thing. Alright, let me see if I can, message the other person. Amnesia. Alright. Finally got his ass.
What cruelty is this? Who would rob me of my one vital purpose? Am I so feeble, witless, dull of blade, that vengeance was never to have been mine? Oh, mother, it seems vengeance. Where now should I point my tired blade? Where now should I point my tired blade?
Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Okay. I will take close. I'll take a gear. Oh, part of me wants to get the fucking wants a spear. The other part of me wants the orb. It's like I honestly want both things because I can go to actually use both on infallible. But yeah, what was I gonna say? See, I think for right now, that's probably going to be it for for this little stream of Elden Ring with infallible, because Mesmer, like, he was a pain in the ass, like literally. You know, like it reminds me it reminds me so much of the fucking situation where I was playing while I was doing my run of him with the dude. Um, I just need a moment. But yeah, like just remembering like the whole, like pretty much like the first time when I was doing starting like the DLC run with and everything with the dude and all that. Like he was literally a pain in the ass. Like oh my god, like I'd say like he was like the one boss that. Well, yeah, I feel like he's probably like at least the one boss that was really, that was like really, well, there's pretty much like a roadblock. It's like I died to him. I almost want to say like I died to him probably like more times than anyone. Like probably if I was to do like a second type of thing, it might be Radon because Radon's an ass. Because for some reason they decided to bring his bitch ass alive, even though he shouldn't be alive. He should be dead. But his ass got brought back to the DLC. Um, but yeah, I'm probably gonna do like a bit of side stuff here and there where it's available. I might try and see if I can get a couple more golden seeds for her, so I can be able to get like like 10, like pretty much like the max charges, for that stuff for my flask. So I can have like 10 Crimson Tears and 4 Cerulean because of how actually she's gonna be using the Blade of Death Astral War with her weapon. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm also gonna try to see if I can maybe like find some more like revered spirit ashes. Maybe see if I can make Dungeon Gear a little bit more powerful or something. I don't know because I feel like he was doing pretty well for the most part, but I know that like I haven't gotten like every single like fucking spirit ash thing for my ash summons. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know exactly as to when I'll do more stuff with infallible, but hopefully next time I'll have be a little bit more powerful, and hopefully I won't have a bunch. Hopefully I won't have like a big ass roadblock and everything like that standing in my way. But yeah. So before I end though, I want to do some say some thank yous and do a little shout out or two. But first and foremost, I just want to say to I'm gonna call him Seveniki or Sevenixy. Um, I appreciate you coming by my stream and dropping me a lot of ruins and everything like that. I was not expecting it, but I appreciate it and everything like that. I know they're long gone probably, but I still appreciate it. Um, but yeah, and next thing I want to do. So like, if it actually does it, question mark, question mark, question mark. Is I want to shout out. I want to shout out Pay. So I don't know. So I don't know for sure if like Pay is still listening to all this, but I just want, but regardless, you know, if she is or whatever, um, I just want to say first and foremost, Pay, you know, if you are listening, you know, in some sort of way, I appreciate you coming by and, you know, working around my little stream. You know, it was good to see you and everything like that. I know she didn't really talk, but I appreciate, you know, your support and everything like that. You know, it really means a lot to me, you know, and everything. I know, like, you know, I know we may not, you know, we may not talk much, everything, and I know that, you know, you probably are one busy Faye and everything as well, you know, and all that, but, but again, I do appreciate, you know, you coming by, hanging out, you know, dropping me little lurky lurk and all that and everything. And you know, hopefully sometime soon, you know, you'll be able to come back to, you know, the streaming and everything like that. You know, whether it be from like, you know, your main channel or your side channel, everything like that and everything. But yeah, please, you know, for everyone that's watching, you know, whether no matter the circumstances, please go drop her a follow and everything like that. You know, even though she hasn't streamed in a while, but you know, she has some stuff on the channel that, you know, is definitely worth checking out. um, and everything. And if you know if you feel, you know, if you want to go beyond, you know, just the normal follow and everything like that, you can, you know, give her channel a sub as well. You know, I know she'll greatly appreciate it. Even though I know she'll also say that, you know, it's not necessary, but you know, it's, you know, it's the people's choice. You know, if you want this, you know, people's choice. You know, for, you know, to supporting people and all that. I also do want to say again, you know, and this is directed, you know, still directed at Pay. I just want to say, you know, I appreciate, you allowing me to, you know, to have some fun, you know, with your kit, with you know, making you, Saoirse, and even Infallible and Elden Ring, you know. Even though, like, I did change Saoirse up, you know, with like her build and whatnot, but you know, I've definitely had me some fun, you know, being able to, you know, go through the whole, you know, go through the, you know, Elden Ring and, you know, experiment with, like, you know, different things here and there, especially, you know, like, especially being able to, like, you know, make like my own stories, you know, give like my own little like stories, lore to, you know, some of my characters that like made, and you know, it's something that I never thought I would ever do, really. You know, not that I'm like saying like it's a bad thing or it's like, oh, I'll do it all. I'll never do it. But you know, it's just, I don't know. Like it gave me. I feel like almost like, you know, it gave me, you know, like the idea of like, you know, just it gave me like, it gave me ideas. You know, it gave me things to, like, you know, to play around with, to experiment on, and everything like that. So yeah, you know, but again, you know, Pay, thank you again for everything that you've done for little old me. You know, it would be something, you know, small or even big. You know, I greatly appreciate it. And I'm glad, you know, to have you as a friend, and I hope, you know, that we stay good friends for, you know, forever and ever. But but yeah, you know, I am going to end here. You know, like I said, and everything. I'm going to probably work on Infallible some, you know, during my downtime. See if I can maybe find like some more Skidoo Tree fragments. You know, maybe see if I can find some stuff with you know, Ash summons as well. Maybe I can see about, like, you know, using Dung Eater more. See if, you know, if you can actually be able to be even stronger in the DLC. Because I will say, like, I am kind of curious. I mean, because I know that, like, with Pei, you know, because Pei had Black Knife Tish, and she's pretty much the only one who has Black Knife Tish. And I know that, I know that, like, you know, with Tish, you know, she was able to hold her own even with, you know, her thing, you know, being kind of low and not having, like, you know, max, you know, like max this, that, or whatever. But but I am curious to see, like, you know, how things will be, having someone like like Dung Eater and in the DLC. Hopefully he'll be someone who can kick some ass. Because I do like I do like when characters will kick some ass, especially when they're working for me. But yeah, probably after the stream though, I'm gonna maybe make some clips. Make like it's gonna most probably make like at least a couple, well, 2 or 3 clips at most. But yeah, it's the kind of thing. I guess I can find someone to raid. See some people have gotten early access to trying out the TV8 mode before it comes out on Monday. Well, I feel like I recognize that name. Fresh perspective. Hold on. Let me just randomly check and everything. Cause maybe I might see if anyone's gone live since after I have. Maybe I might be able to raid someone that's in the grove. Say hi. No? And no one has gone live. Avo. What in the world was that? Wario. Seguisse Wario. And unfortunately, a follower only. That's the such. Oh my god. Like, look at that mouth. Another follower only. Hey, come on, man. See what ran into this person. They're doing some artwork. Raid command. E-I-N-A. Eden fell. Yana Edenfell. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the fuck out of that name. Ina Edenfell. That's best I can describe it, but But yeah, until the next stream and everything like that, though, as always, if you guys enjoyed what you saw today and you watch us on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you'll follow me anywhere else online, you can go check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all the usual good stuff. I do post a lot of my stuff there when I can, especially like from PS4 content that I save with like little videos here and there to some past streams and all that stuff as well. And also, if you have a Twitter account, you can follow my Twitter at Mr. Rumble Roses to know what goes on from any random tweets that I share or just have some sort of way of messaging me. So yeah. Clear chat. So you can raid. You can. Alright, so go back to the game real quick. Anyway, until I see you guys in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.